Thank you so much, Jill, and welcome back, everyone, for News Talk. We're talking apples with Brandon Benedict, SNAP Ed Nutrition Program Educator at Cornell Cooperative Extension. Thanks for joining us.
Of course.
This is our harvest of the month.
It is, apples.
Perfect season for it. So let's talk a little bit about health benefits of apples. What are we looking at when we eat an apple?
I think the best thing about eating apples is it has a lot of fiber in it. So fiber is anything that you would find from plants, because it's also, you could call it plant fiber. So fruits, vegetables, grains, apples. Good for your heart, good for your digestive system, and good for your weight, actually, because things with fiber are usually low calorie.
And that's why we say an apple a day
Keeps the doctor away.
Absolutely. All right, so some ways to eat an apple. I mean, I know myself and my kids like just pick up apples. Like I could probably go through a bag of apples a day, no joke, with all of my kids. But if someone maybe doesn't want to pick up an apple and eat it, what are other ways to incorporate them into your diet?
Okay, well, some easy ways are pick up an apple slicer, dip it in like yogurt or something like that. Chop it up, put it in your morning oatmeal is a good option. And I actually have a really fast, quick recipe if you have kids at home that they might really like. So I have everything measured out. It's only 5 ingredients. I have apples right here.
I can help you open these.
Perfect. I got some apples right here. Gonna dump it right in. I have vanilla yogurt right here.
All right.
Just enough to coat the apples. I have a bear full of honey.
Am I putting the whole bear of honey in there?
Just a little bit.
Okay, just a little tiny bit. Tell me when.
Right there, perfect.
Okay. About a teaspoon of honey.
We're gonna put a little bit of walnuts in if you're not allergic to them anyway.
Okay, so as long as you're not allergic to nuts. Walnuts.
Walnuts?
Put the whole thing in.
I mean, you could leave them out. It would still be delicious.
Yeah, and then at the end we have, this looks like raisins.
Totally raisins.
Yep.
Dump it right in.
So dump the raisins in. Raisins are always sticky.
And that's it, 5 ingredients. I've been doing this recipe in the local schools a lot with kids when I bring the harvest of the month to them, and they love it. So here's my apple salad, apple, yogurt, honey, walnuts, and raisins. Couldn't be easier, and the kids really love it.
I love it. Tell me about a little bit more about the education program. You go into the schools, and how often do you do this?
Usually I go once a month to the different schools, just for the harvest of the month. I usually do half an hour to an hour with the kids, do something fun.
What's the response you get from the kids?
Oh, they love it, actually. That's they really they always get really excited. They call me either Mr. Brandon or Chef Brandon. They get so excited when I come in.
It's fun. So you have a couple of actually I think about 4 educational events coming up that are not just in schools. So we have that information to put out for everyone. First, this is a couple of tidbits how to incorporate apples into your diet, which we just did here, and then the health benefits. But you also have a few other educational opportunities for the general public coming up this month.
More for adults. They're in Oneida, Lewis, and Herkimer County. Looks like we have the dates up there and the locations. Perfect. You can also find them online at our website at northcountryeatsmartny.org. So if you're interested, come in. We can show you a little bit more about healthy eating.
Yeah, I mean, we only have about 4 minutes when we do this here, but when you do these programs, about how long should someone budget in time if they're going to turn out for that?
It's a good question. Usually it's a minimum of 20 minutes for sure, and probably up to about 40 minutes. Depends on the lesson that someone particular is doing, but minimum of 20 minutes.
All right. Lifelong lessons, though. You know, what you eat is so important.
Oh, definitely.
I got a little honey on my fingers here.
I did too.
Wash my hands. All right, thank you so much, Brandon Benedict, for joining us.
Of course.
Cornell Cooperative Extension, and we'll be back after this with much more.